In this video, I'm going to get into some personal questions like if I'm going to stay or leave India, if I'm experiencing any marital pressures.
For your first Indian wedding.
Thank you very much. Quise conocer más videos.
Some lifestyle topics, facing criticism, and of course, if I have any travel plans after the lockdown. So make sure to stick around until the end for all the answers to these questions. Hi, my name is Ivana and I've been living in Bangalore, India for more than 3 years. You guys always ask me so much questions about my life in India and my experiences as a Dutch foreigner here on YouTube and of course also on Instagram. So I thought, here's a Q&A video. We're gonna answer all of them. Do you feel marital pressure from your peers and family? I think I'm too old for that.
For your first Indian wedding.
Thank you very much. Quise conocer más videos.
They've given up on me. Recently, I just turned 37. I am in a very serious relationship and yes, we do have plans to get married. However, obviously that's not happening during COVID, and also as a foreigner getting married to an Indian, oh my gosh, the bureaucracy. If you guys have any resources, please comment them down below. The marital pressure from friends and family, no man, they've given up on me. Are you planning to always stay in India or do you want to come back to the Netherlands? Every damn time something happens in India, I get this question. So I will keep repeating my answer. No, I did not leave my whole life, my roots, my friends, my work, my relationship in the Netherlands to come to India for a couple of years. I have built a life here in the past 3 years and I plan on living here for the rest of my life if I can help it. I will be coming to Bangalore in a year for work. What are your top 3 places you like the most in Bangalore? I have multiple videos on Bangalore and places to see, places to stay, places to eat, so I will link those down in the description below as well. What makes you most uncomfortable in India but does not happen in the Netherlands? Taking selfies with foreigners. I don't do that anymore because once you start taking selfies with people, a lot of other people will also start taking selfies and sometimes it can lead to dangerous situations, or the least that can happen is you lose a lot of your own travel time just taking selfies with people. That doesn't happen in the Netherlands. I don't think Dutch people would ever ask an Indian or a Chinese person like, hey, can I take a selfie with you? Like, never. Is India expensive to live in? I would say it's not as cheap as a lot of people tend to think, hence why I made a full video on it describing costs from buying an apartment, buying a car, to daily groceries or even travel. I've linked that video down in the description below because it's a lot of details and I give all of the prices for the Netherlands and for India. What do you think will be the most important thing India needs to do in 20 years? Please stay a democracy. That would be awesome. How was your experience in India in the last 3 years? Fantastic. And that's why I actually felt so sad because of COVID. Finally, my business was getting off the ground. I was getting so many opportunities. I was getting invited to speak, to do workshops, and everything just got canceled because of COVID. I hope it all comes back after, the economy restarts and we all can go outside again. But yeah, India has been extremely good and generous to me. If the current situation improves, I would like to come to the Netherlands and complete my Dutch studies. If you know anywhere where I can find information about schools, since you're familiar with Indians, something that we would find feasible for students and also for people who want to apply for jobs in the Netherlands. I got that from the Dutch consulate here, so I have linked them down in the description below. We know that football, soccer, my friend, is most popular sport in Netherlands and rest of the Europe. But did you saw cricket games in Netherlands? I'm asking this because there's a Netherlands cricket team playing in various tournaments. No, cricket, no. It's nothing in the Netherlands, and honestly, I think there are very few countries apart from the UK, but Brexit, so they're not Europe anymore. Who are interested in cricket. So coming to India, that was so fascinating to see that the attachment that we Dutchies have to soccer, Indians have it to cricket, and it's almost like a religion actually. It was very fascinating. Whoa. These are a lot of questions. So I guess I'm just going to take the top one. Which other places are you planning to travel once the COVID situation gets better? Internationally, Philippines is at the top of my list. I had the privilege of visiting the Philippines at the end of 2019. And actually, I was making plans on going back there with my brother who lives in Hong Kong. So it's kind of in the middle for the both of us. In spring or summer of 2020. Obviously, that did not happen. So internationally, Philippines is at the top of my list. On a national level here in India, I would really love to go back to Pondicherry. I really loved Pondicherry. I would also love to visit Kolkata. I would love to go back to Himachal Pradesh and of course Amritsar and more of Punjab, right? Yeah, Punjab. Are unmarried couples allowed to book hotel in India? I know there is no law that prohibits, but maybe reality is different. There are definitely plenty of hotels and guest houses that do not allow unmarried couples. 5-star hotels in general are fine, 4-star hotels too, but you know, guest houses or 3-star hotels and below hostels, I would definitely send an email beforehand and check. Do you think it is possible to travel to India this summer? No, I will be happy if we are vaccinated and allowed to go outside somewhere maybe in June, July. But tourism, no man, I don't see that happening at least until the end of this year. Do you miss backpacking? No, I actually don't. There is a certain element of backpacking that I really loved when I hadn't done it before, and it's getting really close to local life, and at the same time there's this certain sense of adventure that comes with backpacking. I think both of those cravings or those needs for me have been met by moving to India, because I get to experience Indian daily life on a daily basis, and it's freaking amazing. And also India is a super adventurous country, so for me just to go outside in a rickshaw, I already experience a lot of adventure that I don't need to find that through backpacking. Your skincare routine. My skincare routine is actually on my Instagram as an IGTV. I will link it down in the description below. Your favorite lipstick color and brand, shade. My favorite lipstick brand would definitely be MAC. I love the quality of their lipsticks. I love the pigment of their lipsticks, and I love how long they hold. My favorite shades would definitely be MAC D for Danger and Relentlessly Red. That shade is just... How do you style your hair? I love those curls. Well, thank you so much. I actually made an IGTV video about that. I will link that one down in the description below as well. Your full makeup video, please. I think that's an idea for my other lifestyle channel, and I already have some makeup videos there and also on my Instagram, on my IGTV. So you can check those out already, and I will note this one down for my other channel. Why does sometimes it feel like you're not very welcoming to criticism? I could be wrong. No, actually you are very right. I am not welcoming to criticism. I am very welcoming to feedback, but there is a huge difference between criticism and feedback. In case you don't know, I studied law, I studied communication, so I have 2 master's degrees, and I worked 6 years for one of the top 10 communication firms in the world. Let me explain to you very briefly why I do not welcome criticism. Feedback is aimed at improving. There are very specific things in feedback and also suggestions on how you can do those things better. So for instance, this is an amazing comment which I would classify as feedback. Criticism, however, is completely different. Criticism, I feel, is quite malicious and only intended to do harm or offload your own frustrations on the other person. If you do have any suggestions on how I can improve or how I can do things better, I always welcome that. I really love feedback. But criticism, no. Keep your own issues to yourself. Find a therapist to work them out, but I refuse to be a social media punching bag for anybody. Also, I am very strict with the comments here. Even though a lot of YouTubers allow people to make racist comments, xenophobic comments, Islamophobic comments, whatever it is, I personally always get sad when I read those kind of things in other people's comment sections. So even though it would be really good for the YouTube algorithm for me to leave those comments in and actually allow those people to still visit my channel and comment, because the more comments you have, the more the algorithm will pick up your video. But I am extremely strict in those kind of comments. I do not allow any racism. I do not allow any curse words. I do not allow any, religious, anti-religious comments, those kind of things. I just really like to keep my comment section civil and mature. If you can go back in 2019 and change the last 18 months for yourself, your life, will you? The only thing that I would change is not buying Bitcoin in March 2020. I would buy Bitcoin in March 2020 because back then Bitcoin went to an all-time low and by now it has just exploded. So that is the only thing that I would change, but otherwise I'm very happy with my life. Please share your top 5 non-fiction books that you absolutely love. There are barely any fiction books that I read. First one, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Wow, I wish they would teach this in high schools. Then the second one, wow, actually this is my favorite book of all times, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, especially if you are struggling with staying positive and staying motivated. I would recommend this book so much. Oh, Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life. I read this a little bit after the lockdown, and this book helped me to identify a lot of emotions that I was feeling, to put them into context and to deal with them. Big Magic is all about being a creator and how to get through creative blocks, but also how to not beat yourself up, how to enjoy the process. I really enjoyed this book so much. This one is by Jim Collins. He's a researcher and he actually researches how companies become great. But I feel that his books are also very much self-help books. There are some very practical things in here that really help me to, stay busy and keep moving forward. 20 Mile March is an amazing tool which he describes in this book. So 10/10 would recommend. What are your lockdown date ideas? I have one which I really like, and it's just having a balcony party. I have done it last year for Diwali and also for Christmas. I really enjoyed that. I also did it for my birthday actually. However, if you don't have a balcony, I think a living room picnic would be an awesome idea with just some cute decorations and really yummy food. And if you're doing long distance, I really love to just watch a movie or a show together. You can have your laptop here and your phone next to it and just start the same show or the same movie at the same time, and you can just watch a movie together. Obviously, it's not the same as being together, but we gotta make the best of it. I hope that helps. Will you start vlogging in near future? Well, I actually was thinking about doing Vlogmas last December, but then I decided not to do it because I was really emotionally unstable. I was moving places. It was just too busy. I feel if you want to do daily vlogging, you have to be in the right space of mind, because otherwise it's just going to be depressing vlogs. I personally feel my emotions are too much of a roller coaster to be in front of a camera on a daily basis. But maybe Vlogmas this year, December, I think that would be super fun. So we'll see. Last question, did you get vaccinated? Did you felt any time going back to your home place by seeing the situation here? I unfortunately did not get vaccinated yet. There are no vaccines available, but obviously as soon as they are, I will make a vlog about that because you guys said that you did want to see that. Plans of going home? No, never. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I have spent way too much time building a new life in India. I have sacrificed way too much by leaving the Netherlands for me to not stay here and just stick it out with all my Indian friends and family. If you still have more questions, comment them down below and maybe I can make another Q&A video in the future. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to put a thumbs up. If you feel that there is somebody who should know about my channel, make sure to share my videos and my channel with them. Also, you can consider joining 227,000 subscribers by clicking subscribe below. It's free and you will get a notification whenever I post a new video. So if you want to stay in touch, that's the way to do it. For now, thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!